You wake up every morning to the same financial struggles, the same relationship patterns, the same career limitations. You set goals, you work hard, you think positive thoughts, yet somehow you find yourself stuck in the exact same reality year after year. Sound familiar? What if I told you that the reason you keep experiencing the same life over and over again has nothing to do with your circumstances, your background, or even your conscious efforts? What if the key to transforming everything lies hidden within the quantum field that surrounds you right now, and your subconscious mind is the gateway to activating this infinite energy? Today, we are going to explore something that will fundamentally change how you understand your ability to create reality. We are going to dive deep into the intersection between quantum physics and consciousness, revealing how your subconscious mind operates as a powerful transmitter and receiver of quantum energy. More importantly, you are going to learn the exact process to reprogram this hidden part of your mind, so that it begins broadcasting the frequencies that will manifest everything you desire. The reality you are experiencing right now is not random. It is not the result of luck, circumstance, or external forces beyond your control. Your current reality is the direct manifestation of the quantum energy patterns that your subconscious mind has been programmed to emit. Every limitation you face, every repeated pattern, every obstacle that seems to appear no matter how hard you try to overcome it, all of these experiences are reflections of the energetic programming stored deep within your subconscious. But here is what most people do not understand about the subconscious mind. It is not just some abstract psychological concept. Your subconscious operates as a quantum energy transmitter, constantly broadcasting frequencies into the field of infinite possibilities that surrounds us. These frequencies act like radio waves, attracting experiences, people, and circumstances that match their vibrational signature. The problem is that most of us are completely unaware of what our subconscious is broadcasting. Think about this for a moment. Every belief you formed before the age of 7, every emotional trauma you experienced, every limiting statement you heard from authority figures during your formative years, all of these experiences created energetic imprints in your subconscious mind. These imprints continue to broadcast their frequencies decades later, creating the same types of experiences over and over again. This is why you can consciously want success while unconsciously attracting failure. This is why you can desire love while unconsciously pushing people away. Your conscious mind wants one thing, but your subconscious is programmed to manifest something completely different. The revolutionary discovery of quantum physics shows us that consciousness and energy are not separate phenomena. They are different expressions of the same fundamental force. When you understand this connection, you begin to realize that reprogramming your subconscious is not just about changing your thoughts or beliefs. It is about fundamentally altering the quantum energy patterns that your mind broadcasts into the universe. Every thought you think generates an electromagnetic frequency. Every emotion you feel creates a vibrational pattern. These frequencies do not stay contained within your physical body. They extend outward, interacting with the quantum field that connects all things. Your subconscious mind, operating below the level of your conscious awareness, is constantly generating these frequencies based on its stored programming. This is why two people can take the exact same actions and get completely different results. They are broadcasting different quantum energy signatures. Consider the person who grew up hearing that money is the root of all evil, that rich people are greedy, that you have to work hard to deserve anything good in life. These beliefs become energetic programs stored in the subconscious. Even when this person consciously decides they want financial abundance, their subconscious continues broadcasting frequencies of unworthiness, struggle, and limitation. The quantum field responds to these frequencies, manifesting experiences that confirm the subconscious programming. Now consider someone who grew up with positive associations around money, who learned that abundance is natural, that they deserve good things simply by existing. Their subconscious broadcasts entirely different frequencies. Even if they face temporary setbacks, their underlying energetic programming continues to attract opportunities, resources, and circumstances that align with abundance. This is not about positive thinking or wishful hoping. This is about understanding the quantum mechanical process by which consciousness creates reality. Your subconscious mind is literally programming the quantum field to manifest experiences that match its stored patterns. When you learn to reprogram these patterns, you gain the ability to consciously direct the quantum energy that shapes your life. The process of quantum energy activation begins with recognizing that your subconscious mind operates in a state similar to hypnosis. It accepts and stores information without the critical filtering that your conscious mind provides. This is why childhood experiences have such lasting impact. The subconscious mind of a child accepts information as absolute truth, creating energetic programs that continue running throughout adult life. But here is the remarkable discovery. The same state that allowed limiting programs to be installed can be accessed to install empowering programs. When you learn to communicate directly with your subconscious mind, you can overwrite old programming with new instructions that align with your desired reality. This is not just about changing your mindset. This is about literally reprogramming the quantum energy patterns that your mind broadcasts. The key to accessing your subconscious programming lies in understanding brainwave states. Your conscious, analytical mind operates primarily in beta frequencies, typically between 14 and 30 cycles per second. But your subconscious mind becomes most receptive to new programming when your brain shifts into alpha and theta frequencies, between 4 and 13 cycles per second. In these states, the critical factor of your conscious mind relaxes, allowing new information to be directly absorbed by your subconscious. You naturally enter these states during meditation, deep visualization, and in the moments just before sleep and just after waking. These are the windows of opportunity when you can directly access your subconscious programming and begin the quantum energy activation process. During these states, your mind becomes like a quantum computer, capable of processing and integrating new energetic patterns that will reshape your reality. When you are in these receptive states, you can begin to install new programming through specific techniques. Visualization becomes particularly powerful because your subconscious mind cannot distinguish between vividly imagined experiences and actual memories. When you visualize your desired reality with emotional intensity while in an alpha or theta state, you are literally programming your subconscious to broadcast the quantum energy frequencies that will manifest these experiences. But visualization alone is not enough. The most powerful reprogramming occurs when you combine vivid mental imagery with intense emotional states. Emotion is the language of the subconscious mind. It is the energy that activates and amplifies whatever programming you are installing. When you can feel the reality of your desires as if they have already manifested, while simultaneously visualizing the specific details, you create a quantum energy pattern that begins reshaping your external reality. This process works because your subconscious mind operates outside of linear time. Past, present, and future exist simultaneously in the quantum field. When you program your subconscious with the felt experience of your desired future, it begins broadcasting those frequencies immediately. The quantum field responds by orchestrating circumstances, synchronicities, and opportunities that align with your new programming. Think of your subconscious mind as a quantum radio transmitter. For years, it has been broadcasting on the same frequency stations, attracting the same types of experiences. Quantum energy activation is the process of tuning your transmitter to new frequencies that correspond to your desired reality. Just as changing the station on a radio brings in completely different music, changing your subconscious programming brings in completely different life experiences. The most effective way to reprogram your subconscious is through repetition during receptive states. You must understand that your current programming was installed through years of repetitive exposure to limiting beliefs and experiences. Overriding this programming requires consistent, repeated exposure to new empowering patterns. This is why single sessions of visualization or affirmation rarely produce lasting change. Quantum energy activation is a process, not an event. You might notice that as you begin this reprogramming process, your old patterns initially seem to intensify. This is actually a positive sign. It indicates that your new programming is beginning to challenge the old patterns, creating an energetic conflict within your subconscious. This is often called the quantum feedback loop. As your new programming gains strength, the universe begins presenting you with experiences that test your commitment to your new identity. These tests are not obstacles. They are opportunities to reinforce your new programming by choosing responses that align with your desired reality rather than your old patterns. Each time you respond from your new programming instead of your old conditioning, you strengthen the quantum energy patterns that will manifest your desired reality. For example, if you are reprogramming your subconscious for financial abundance, you might initially notice more financial challenges appearing in your life. This is not evidence that the process is not working. This is the universe providing opportunities for you to practice thinking, feeling, and acting from abundance rather than scarcity. Each time you choose the abundant response, you reinforce the new programming and weaken the old patterns. As you continue this process, you will begin to notice subtle shifts in your external reality. New opportunities will appear. Different types of people will be drawn into your life. Circumstances will align in ways that support your desired outcomes. These synchronicities are evidence that your quantum energy activation is working. Your subconscious is successfully broadcasting new frequencies, and the quantum field is responding accordingly. The speed of this transformation depends on several factors. The intensity of your emotional involvement during programming sessions directly affects how quickly new patterns integrate. The consistency of your reprogramming practice determines how thoroughly old patterns are overwritten. Most importantly, your willingness to act in alignment with your new programming, while it is still developing, determines how quickly your external reality shifts to match your internal changes. Understanding the quantum nature of this process helps you maintain patience and persistence when changes are not immediately visible. Remember that quantum energy operates at the foundational level of reality. Changes begin in the invisible quantum field before manifesting in physical form. Your job is to continue broadcasting the correct frequencies through consistent subconscious reprogramming, while remaining open to the ways your desired reality will unfold. The most profound aspect of quantum energy activation is that it reveals your true nature as a conscious creator. You are not a victim of circumstances, genetics, or past experiences. You are a quantum being with the ability to literally program reality through the patterns stored in your subconscious mind. When you truly grasp this concept, everything changes. You stop looking outside yourself for solutions and start accessing the infinite creative power that has always existed within you. This power has been hidden because most of us were never taught how consciousness and quantum energy interact. We were taught to believe that reality is fixed, that change is difficult, that we must accept limitations based on external circumstances. These beliefs themselves become programming that keeps us trapped in cycles of limitation. Quantum energy activation is the process of breaking free from these collective limitations and accessing your individual power as a conscious creator. As you develop proficiency with this process, you will discover that you can program your subconscious for any desired outcome. Health, relationships, career success, creative expression, spiritual growth, All areas of life can be transformed through quantum energy activation. The same principles apply regardless of what you wish to manifest. The key is understanding that your subconscious mind is the interface between your conscious desires and the quantum field of infinite possibilities. This brings us to a crucial understanding about manifestation. Most people approach manifestation from their conscious mind, using willpower and effort to try to force desired outcomes. This approach often fails because the conscious mind operates with limited energy and must constantly battle against opposing subconscious programming. Quantum energy activation bypasses this struggle by directly programming the subconscious to align with your desires. When your subconscious and conscious minds are aligned, manifestation becomes effortless. You stop trying to make things happen and start allowing them to unfold naturally. Your actions become inspired rather than forced. Opportunities appear without struggle. Resources flow to you easily. This is the natural state of aligned consciousness, operating through quantum energy principles. The transformation that occurs through quantum energy activation extends beyond material manifestation. As you reprogram limiting beliefs and activate empowering patterns, you begin to experience yourself differently. Old fears dissolve. Confidence emerges naturally. Your sense of what is possible expands dramatically. You start operating from a completely different identity, one that expects success, deserves happiness, and attracts positive experiences automatically. This identity shift is perhaps the most important aspect of the entire process. Your identity is the foundation from which all your experiences emerge. When you truly embody the identity of someone who naturally manifests their desires, the quantum field has no choice but to reflect this internal reality in your external circumstances. You become a living magnet for everything that aligns with your programmed identity. Remember that this process requires patience and persistence. Your current reality was created through years of unconscious programming. Transforming it requires consistent conscious reprogramming over time. But unlike the original programming which happened without your awareness, quantum energy activation is a conscious, intentional process that you direct according to your chosen outcomes. The most powerful sessions occur when you combine multiple elements. Enter a relaxed, receptive state through meditation or deep breathing. Visualize your desired reality with complete sensory detail. Feel the emotions of already having achieved your goals. Repeat empowering statements that reinforce your new identity. Maintain this state for at least 20 minutes to allow deep programming to occur. Consistency is more important than duration. Daily 15-minute sessions will produce better results than weekly hour-long sessions. Your subconscious responds to repetition and routine. When you establish a consistent practice of quantum energy activation, you create a momentum that accelerates the reprogramming process. As you practice these techniques, you might notice resistance from your old programming. This resistance often appears as doubt, distraction, or circumstances that seem to oppose your efforts. Recognize these experiences as evidence that change is occurring. Your old programming is fighting to maintain its dominance, but consistent practice will ultimately override these outdated patterns. The quantum field is always responding to your broadcasts. It cannot distinguish between empowering and limiting programs. It simply reflects whatever energy patterns your subconscious consistently transmits. This is why quantum energy activation is so powerful. Once you establish new patterns in your subconscious, the quantum field automatically begins manifesting experiences that match these patterns. Understanding this process puts you in complete control of your life experience. You are no longer at the mercy of random circumstances or other people's actions. You become the conscious director of your own reality, using quantum energy activation to program exactly what you wish to experience. This level of personal power might seem overwhelming at first, but it is your natural birthright as a conscious being. The implications of this understanding extend far beyond personal transformation. As more people learn to consciously direct quantum energy through subconscious reprogramming, we collectively contribute to raising the frequency of human consciousness. Your individual transformation ripples outward, affecting everyone around you and contributing to global positive change. This is why quantum energy activation is not just a personal development technique. It is a fundamental shift in how humanity understands its relationship to reality. We are moving from a paradigm of victimhood and limitation to one of conscious creation and infinite possibility. Each person who masters these principles becomes a beacon of possibility for others. As we conclude this exploration of quantum energy activation, remember that everything discussed here is based on scientifically verified principles of quantum mechanics and consciousness research. This is not wishful thinking or new age fantasy. This is cutting-edge understanding of how consciousness interacts with the fundamental structures of reality. Your subconscious mind is already broadcasting quantum energy patterns that shape your life. The question is whether you will continue allowing outdated, limiting programs to run automatically, or whether you will take conscious control of this process to create the reality you truly desire. The choice is yours, and the power is within you right now. Quantum energy activation through subconscious reprogramming is not just possible. It is inevitable once you understand and apply these principles consistently. Your future self, living the reality of your dreams, is already broadcasting from the quantum field. Your job is to tune your subconscious mind to receive and transmit on that frequency. The moment you begin this process, your transformation is already underway.